Welcome to the English classroom. Today our session is on a very interesting topic, that is how to use articles correctly. How to use a, an and the correctly. Stay tuned till the end of this session for a practice exercise. If you like this video, do not forget to like, share and subscribe. The use of articles may seem extremely confusing. Why? Because of a number of rules to be followed and a lot of exceptions to those rules. Missing out an article does not affect the meaning of a sentence. However, it is very important that you use articles to be grammatically correct. So let's understand what are articles first. Articles are divided firstly into indefinite articles and definite articles. Articles are used to introduce or refer to a noun. Now, a and an are the indefinite articles and the is the definite article. The main difference between a definite article and an indefinite article is that an indefinite article a or an is not used for any particular thing, not used for anything specific. Now for example, give me a sheet of paper. Now when I tell you this, I refer to any sheet. I want to buy a car. Here I am referring to any car. But if I change the sentence to give me the sheet of paper I gave you yesterday, I am referring to a particular sheet and hence we use the definite article. I want to buy the car I saw yesterday. In this sentence too, I am referring to the car that I saw yesterday, that is a specific car. This is the main difference between definite articles and indefinite articles. We'll understand the other differences with the help of the rules to be followed. Now let's figure out which of these articles do we use in a sentence. Let's first differentiate between a and an. Now, an easier way to remember this is the word an is usually placed before vowel sounds. Now, what are these vowel sounds? They are a, e, I, o, u. For example, an egg, an apple, an elephant, and so on. Now, there are some exceptions to this. When I say exceptions, I mean the word is not necessarily has to start with a vowel, but it has to sound like a vowel. For example, the word an hour. It is read as an hour and hence the H is silent and therefore we put an hour. Similarly, an honest man. Now for the article a, it is pronounced as a. We use it before words that have a consonant sound before it. A book, a pen, a baby. All these are consonant sounds. Before every consonant sound, we use the article a. Now there are two rules that you need to always keep in mind. The first one. An indefinite article is used for singular countable nouns. Now, I'll explain what this word countable means. Now, when you refer to a book, a pen, a baby, here these are things that you can count. Basically, you can know the number of books, number of pen or number of babies and so on. But in case of uncountable nouns like water, weather, air, these cannot be counted on your fingers. And hence these are known as uncountable nouns for which you do not use an indefinite article. You do not use an indefinite article for plural nouns as well. So you don't say, can you give me a books or can you give me a pens? You do not say that. Here you're referring to one thing. Can you give me a book? Can you give me a pen? So hence you do not use it for plural and you use it for singular countable nouns. Now let's look at the second rule. An indefinite article is to show one in a group or profession. So let's talk about profession first. When you refer to someone or you talk about your own profession, you usually use an indefinite article. He is an engineer. He is a doctor. I'm a teacher. So thus an indefinite article is used to express or talk about someone's profession. Now let's move on, talking about how to show a particular thing is a part of a group. Now you always say she's an American or he's an American, she's an Indian. So basically what we are trying to say that she is a part of a group, that is a community. And then in these cases we use indefinite articles, that is we use a or an. Now let's learn about the definite article. The definite article the. Now unlike the indefinite articles a and an, the can be used for both singular and plural nouns. Plural, the apples are ripe, the books are kept on the table. Basically we are talking about specific apples or specific books. That is what differentiates the from the other articles a and an. There are some rules you need to follow to use the definite article. Let's understand them. Okay, rule number 1. You use the when you're talking about a thing for the second time. For example, she bought a beautiful dress. The dress was expensive. Now, if you see in the first sentence, we have used an indefinite article because there was no clarity about the dress. But now, in the second sentence, we clearly know which dress we are talking about, and hence we use the definite article. So, whenever we repeat a particular thing in the next sentence, we use the. The second rule, we use the when there is only one of something. For example, the President of India, the President of United States, the Taj Mahal. These are unique things, these are unique positions, and there's only one of them at a time, and hence we use the definite article the when you're referring to these kind of things. The third rule, the is used in case of superlative. He is the tallest boy in the class. She is the most beautiful woman I have ever seen. Now, whenever you talk about whenever you are expressing something in the superlative form, you always use the definite article the before it. Tallest, most beautiful, and so on. Before any superlative degree, you will add a the. The last one, the is used before the name of some countries. Now, you do not say the India, the Japan, or the Pakistan, but in the names of some countries like United States of America, you add the before it. The United Arab Emirates. These are countries, basically it has the word united in the United Kingdom. Basically the word united acts as an adjective, and before that you need to add an article the. Similarly, with names of countries which are in the plural form, for example, the Philippines, the Netherlands, these again will have a the before them. Second, groups of people. When you talk about a group of people, that is the rich, the poor, the elderly, you can use the before it. So basically when you're saying the rich are the privileged ones, the poor are striving hard, basically you're making a general statement, and here you need to add the before the groups of people. The names of mountain ranges, the Himalayas, again you use the before the names of mountain ranges. Seas, the Arabian Sea, the Dead Sea, and monuments, the Taj Mahal, the Statue of Liberty, the Colosseum, all of these have a the before them. Now we've understood where to use articles. Let's now understand when not to use them. Now we do not use articles in the front of names. For example, you do not say the Raj, the Kavita, the Priya. You do not use the in front of the name of sports. You don't say I play the football, I play football, or the cricket. You do not use it in front of subjects. I learn history. I don't learn the history. Similarly, meals. When you talk about meals, you do not add the word the. For example, you don't say I'm going to have the dinner now. You say I'm going to have dinner now. Languages. You do not say I know the Spanish or I know the French. You say I know French or I know Spanish. The names of cities. You do not say I am from the Mumbai or from the New York. You say I am from Mumbai or you say I am from New York. Days of the week. I will meet you on Sunday. You do not say I will meet you on the Sunday. So days of the week again do not have an article to them. Now when you're making generalized statements, you do not use articles. I don't like to play sports. This is a general statement. I don't like apples. Again a general statement. So in case of these kind of general statement here where I'm talking about all apples or all sports, and hence I do not use an article. There are some words you need to remember which do not have articles in them. For example, at home, at noon, at night, or go to church. You don't say I'm going to the church. You say I'm going to church, right? So these are phrases again that you need to keep in mind that these do not use any articles in them. I hope you have understood all the rules and the exceptions to these rules. Let's now test it with a gap filling exercise. You can pause the video and attempt these questions. Here are the answers. I'll help you with the first and fifth one as it may seem difficult. In the first sentence, we use the article a before the word uniform because it's pronounced as uniform, which is a consonant sound. In the fifth sentence, we use the article an because we are not talking about any particular restaurant. We use the to give more information about the same restaurant in the second part of the sentence. If you like today's video, do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Tune into the channel next week for another session. Until then, happy learning.